Hello everyone, this is the other guy fire alarm here, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating my name at this point. Excuse me. Alright, let's get started. On the fire alarm over here is all the interesting devices I have, as I showed before. But let's get started. On the first row we have two Edwards alarm. They're both the same, but the only difference is that the horn they use. This one is electronic, this one is mechanical, which uses the adapter horn inside of these. So right here is the 892 something. I forgot the model number for this, so let me look at it really quick. Okay. Well, I apologize if I'm a little slow on this. Alright, I got the model number. It's 892-2B. 892-2B. I mean, I'm checking the model number to make sure I'm right, because sometimes I'm not writing the model number, but I don't pay attention to fire alarm much, so that's how I forgot it. But there's that, but that's pretty much it. It's a speaker. The strobe is 0.2 candela. It's not that bright. I might be wrong the candela thing because I don't pay attention to the label, but just say the strobe is not too bright, and it does have the potential monitor if you want to adjust the flash rate. So there's that. The adapter plate is the same thing on both of these, 897B-001. And yeah, don't mind the blue thing. I try to like keep it together, so don't keep popping out of the plate, which is annoying, obviously. So there's that. Put that there. And on to the next device. There's just a 895B-201, and it have the adapter horn. And I think the 201 is how loud it is in decibel. I might be wrong on that. If anyone who's an expert in Edwards know this, let me know in the comment, and I'll be looking forward to read it. But anyway, it's an 892, and it have the adapter horn bell in here. I mean, excuse me, this, as you can hear, and the same strobe pretty much. They have the potential monitor, etc. In the back of it, have all the wiring. Of course, both of these have two separate wires, the same wire for the strobe and the light. And the reason why you have two wire, for the people who don't know fire alarms too much, they have two same red wires, so that if you put one wire here, let's say you put one wire here, you can take this one wire here, lead, put in this device, and take another wire here, and then take it to the next device in the line. So that's why it's there. Just in case you're all wondering, for the people who not know why I have two wires and stuff. There's that. Over here is a pretty interesting device. I don't think any fire alarm enthusiasts own this model. If you do, let me know in the comment. I'll probably heart it. I'll heart it actually. Anyway. This is a 4904-9144 110 candela remote strobe, and its flash is the same thing as a 9219, and it works. And this was in the bathroom, which is why you can see a little yucky part in it, but other than that, it works fine. And yes, it was damaged when they the installers tried to remove it. And the funny thing is that this is on the ceiling, and they replaced it with a Commander 3. I don't really care. That's their business. So there's that. It works. It's 110 candela strobe, and that's pretty much it about it. I have two of them, and they both came from the bathroom. So there's that. Over here, I have a 4902-9705 speaker. It's not electronic or mechanical, if you thought of that. But if it is, it'll be really rare. But same thing here is rare. So basically, it's a speaker version of the rectangular Simplex. I don't know what the model number is, because I don't own them yet, and I'm not planning on owning them in the future because I'm not into speaker stuff. So yeah, I can play messages and stuff in here if I want to. I do have the red version of this exact one. It's a 9703. And I have it with me. Let me go and get it. Right here. I have attached it to the plate. I have attached it to a 4904 9103, whatever it's called. I don't remember the model number for the light, but here's a speaker version of that guy over here. It's pretty much the same, but the difference is this is a much older model, so the transformers and the circuit is much different than this one. So there's that. This one's from 1993. That one's from 2000. So it's pretty much a 7-year difference or 8-year difference, whatever. There's that. And next one is the most highlight in the show. Actually, 2 devices from this is a highlight of the show. This is extremely rare. They're not really common and they're not really easy to find because Simplex buildings that use Simplex devices does not have this installed in buildings. So it's a 4903-9221, and the difference between this and the red one is that pretty much it's the mechanical version of a 9219, which I have right here, and the strobe is pretty much the same. Everything's pretty much the same, but the body is white. And this is brand new, by the way, so that's why you see kind of a lot lighter here, baby. And it looks pretty nice, actually. And there's really nothing special about it. All of this is just the same thing as the 9219, pretty much. And they're really rare. You really don't see them in buildings like that. But you do see a speaker version in buildings if they have them. That's pretty much the only common thing I can think of these. So there's that. Next to it, you may think it's another one, but no, it isn't. This is a 4903-9242. It's electronic. Hold on, let me put the camera in front of it a little bit. There you go. 4903-9242. Now this is a 30 candela strobe. It's electronic, and this came originally with the jumpers here. So if you remove the jumpers here, it'll make it into 2 wire. The same thing's here, but you have to cut the wire, which is already cut on this one. There's one over here. I don't know if you can see it. There's one over here, and there's another one here, right there. So there's that. This is electronic, the early electronic 4903 rectangular series, whatever they call it. And sorry if I'm a little off, but here's that. Right here is really rare, and I don't really think of any of fire alarm enthusiasts own this exact model, but this is the first fire alarm I have ever gotten from my school. This is the 4903-9202. Here's the model number on the back. The difference between the 9202 and the 9219 is, as you can see, the flash rate is 24 and it's 110 candela. So basically every 3 to 4 seconds this flashes once. And as you can tell, this is pretty vital. So you better be really careful you have these. I have another one like this. It's really broken. Like, holy bloody hell, it's really broken. And I can't take it out right now because the tripod is in the way. But that's the best one that's not really damaged at all that I have. And that's pretty much it for the Simplex. So no, actually there's more. Hold on. You have 2 of these plates, and the reason I included these here because these are not really commonly known. And there is a one that we all familiar with, is this guy that I showed earlier. We're all familiar with this. But other than that, this is a 4904. Hold on, I have to stick this somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but if I forgot, I'll list it on the video. Or if you're a fire alarm enthusiast, experts know, you can just go ahead and say in the comments. Because I really don't feel like, okay, I don't have it, but I think this is the 4904-9103. The 4904-9104. I just don't know at the moment. Because I don't feel like taking the sticker out, because if I do, the camera's going to be like moving a little bit, and I don't want to do that. So let's leave that alone for now. The difference is this is the ceiling, this is the wall mount. I believe someone just take the remote strobe version of this and just slap it onto a 10 plate. It is custom with. You can custom this if you want to. And there isn't a horn on these. This one is one of the mechanical horn, and the ceiling one have this. So there's that. Moving on to the next device, it's my Wheelock AS, but it's an AS with no fire letter on it. The model number is ASWP-24-75W, and it's the same thing on AS. You can do continuous and code 3, pretty much the same thing. Over here is my Wheelock alert strobe. The model number is RSSA-24-MCW. Multi-candela amber strobe for alert stuff, so there's that. And let me move the camera over here. Up here is the same thing, but it's RSSB-24-MCW. This is the blue version of this. They're both multi-candela. They're not different, they're the same thing. I apologize for the people who noticed there's a little cut in the video. The other camera died while recording and doing a bunch of attempts to make sure the video come out a little better. But besides that, let's continue on. Excuse me for a second, and it'll slip down. Alright, the next device here is a Wheelock EHS-EL1, I believe. Oh, EL1, okay. Electronic. 1.5 candela, and if it's really cold, it just changed the candela. I don't know what is that purpose is for, or whatever that is. If you know, just go ahead and let me know in the comment. I want to learn about this, but it's pretty weird that on this it said that if it reaches a certain temperature, the candela is really low. Like right there, 0.75 candela if it's minus 35 Celsius, or it's just 1.5. It's pretty weird. I'm not sure if it's an outdoor application or indoor, but I believe it's probably right both. Because they have a little weather capsule when I was trying to go inside to see if it have a potentiometer, which it doesn't. So there's that. Alright, the next device here is a rare device, and not a lot of people know this. And I think only one fire alarm enthusiast, if I know of, Fire Alarm Guy 13 or something, that owns this, but I have 2 of them. And this is the Wheelock MIZ-24-LSM, and it's 24 volt, and it's pretty much a smoke alarm. That's what it sounds like. And yes, you can adjust the potentiometer on these, baby, but don't mind me saying that. Pretty much all it said is smoke on both sides, and it's just a diesel that sound like a smoke alarm. That's all it's about it, and it's 2-wire, so there's that. Pretty much rare device, 1575 because it's an LSM. So remember, it's LSM is 1575, LS is 15. Now I forgot the other. Someone can go ahead and say in the comments they know all the listing, but they will have potentiometer to adjust the flash rate. Next here is my Federal Signal 4050D halon strobe, and yeah. These are uncommon. Not a lot of collectors have this. Probably a few of them who have it. I mean, I know a few collectors that have it, but that's all I know of. I just don't remember names on top of my head. My head's not thinking right, but I apologize. I mean, I just want to get through these things calmly, whatever. But basically, it's a 4050D. Right there, the model number tag, Vibratone horn, halon, and right here to adjust the pitch, will make some weird noise if you want to. You can turn it on and adjust the pitch. Just make sure you don't get electrocuted. I have fun playing with this, and it's funny when I mess the thing up. Over here, it's pretty rare. It's a Wheelock V7001-T-24, or known as 70403. This is from 1987 according to the label. Yeah, 1987, and pretty much the same thing with the 7001T, which I do have. It's just the same thing. It's some flush mount, not the only 7002T. I'm sorry, I messed up. I always messed up the models between 7001 and 7001 2T. Now we have 2 more devices to review, and we're gonna end up the video. So right here, you may think it's a regular NS. No, it's an NS4. And what's even more interesting is that this is multi-candela, and it's supposed to be a white one, but for some reason, I don't know, but it probably was used, or the sellers decided to swap out cover plates with the red one. I don't know whatever reason, but this makes it that I'm probably the only fire alarm enthusiast with a NS4 with a multi-candela part and have the white one. If you're one of the fire alarm enthusiasts that have a multi-candela version of an NS4, congratulations. From the video I know of from looking on YouTube, I've never seen any fire alarm enthusiast owns a multi-candela version of these. So there's that. There's the two last devices up here. I don't really think this should be featured, but I decided to do so anyway. But this is the Wheelock MTWPA-2475W. It's a amber strip, 180 candela. It's designed to be outdoors, and yeah, that's like an M2 where you can change the tones and stuff. That's pretty much it. It's amber. That's it. Up here is a little special alarm over here. This is the alarm that I have only seen one YouTube video of, and that's it. This is a Wheelock MT-12-WH-12 DC. So this is the 12 volt version, which means you put two batteries. The funny thing is that the MT itself is configurable to 24, so I just did that because I don't feel like using 12 volt battery. And I have tested this once before and it works fine. And yeah, the strobe does flash a little crazy on 24, so there's that. And one more, I'm sorry about that. Right here is a Commander 4, but this is the Potter version. So the model number for this is CS.24W. It's mostly candela, and they go all the way up to 150 candela, I believe. Yeah, that's the highest setting, and that's pretty much it. It's just a Potter rebrand, and I don't think any fire alarm enthusiast owns this model or owns any Potter rebranded stuff. I mean, that's from what I know of. So that's pretty much it, and these are all the interesting fire alarms I own. So I want to make a little quick announcement. Fire alarms stuff, like fire alarm testing stuff, we'll be planning in the future, because if you can see, I have a panel and I have alarms and stuff, but I do not have the proper tool or material to like continue any of this, which I will in the future, not right now. Like, I have a lot of stuff to do, but in the future I will have the right proper equipment to test the fire alarms in the future. And yeah, I probably will use that panel or buy another panel, maybe a Simplex 4004, maybe. But at this time, I really don't know what to do with these. I'm not selling them, I'm keeping them still, and that's pretty much it, actually. So if you like the video, go ahead, leave a like, and make sure you subscribe. Also, from now on until I can figure a way to test it on a board, I will pick one of these devices and test them individually and probably post one, like 10 seconds of it on YouTube. But if I do that, you'll see. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.